Good morning, chat. My name is Penbu, the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux, and today we are playing Tetrio. And in OpenVC we have here Geyser. Welcome in. Now, once again, I think you might be starting to overtake Hessel in appearances in OpenVCs. Wait, actually, hold on. You know what? I just realized they can't actually hear you. That's a problem. Let me go fix that first.
Hello, Penbu VT chat. Hello, hi. It's me, the guy, Zer, that makes, I don't know, dubstep and Brazilian.
Hold on,
I feel
hold on.
like that's the best
They
way.
still can't hear you. Give me a bit. I'm gonna leave and then come back, and then we'll see if this fixes it.
Okay, don't worry about it.
All right. I don't know, man. OBS sometimes. Actually, it's not even OBS. It's my sound server. Okay, I am back in here, and then we are going to see if this connects. Do I have to restart my sound server? Is that it? I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to make a duplicate source, and then if that works, that works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Scuff right away.
Oh, I was muted. Okay, never
Well, I
mind.
mean, they still can't hear you anyway, but
Okay, I have a question. What is a sound server? That sounds like a concept I never even heard of. So I am genuinely wondering what is that? Because
okay. So
yeah.
for Chad who can't hear Geyser, he asked, "What is a sound server?" And the answer to that is, oh, where's my Discord too? It is an application on Linux that lets you that deals with sound and sound routing. So it allows me to take say audio from Discord and route it to the OBS inputs. It's very handy. On Windows, I think you have ASIO, and you never have to deal with that. On Linux, it's Pipewire. At least the modern equivalent is Pipewire.
I see. Can I just tell you one thing right now, Penbu? I am a music producer for about 5 years now, right? And you want to know when I was able to finally get Audio working?
When?
This year. Audio on Windows is honestly garbage. It's so bad because it's so difficult to set up that in order to because the most known audio Audio for All is indeed I forgot the name of Audio for All, right? However, no, if you want to actually get Audio working, I kid you not, you have to go into a very obscure GitHub repos to find somebody who is crazy enough to do a port of Audio and make that actually work. And whoever did that, you are going to heaven because you have done enough good to society. I have wasted so many hours trying to mess with MS Wavetable GS Synth, which is God knows why you cannot install that from Windows. And so, oh my God, I just made me lose it. And now that I'm able to actually use Audio for All, you know what's kind of sucks? If I unplug my microphone for 1 millisecond, the entire Ableton sound just dies, and it won't go back until I close and reopen the software. But that's a necessary evil. It's okay. It works really well. I can actually sing it to the microphone and have an actual decent delay. EP.
That's crazy. Okay. Discord, or sorry, OBS is acting up, so I think I'm gonna have to kill OBS for this to reset itself. I will be back. Okay, I think we're back. Guys, if you could say something, please.
Hello.
There we go. Very good.
Yay. We're now back. Yay.
Yeah.
Alright, it's time for me. Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's time for me to just go and say, yippee! Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yippee. Alright, well, to get on with the actual stream, and guys, you're welcome to stay and keep us company here. We're playing tetrio in preparation for the Duck Cup tournament that is happening tomorrow. It is a VTuber tournament played on tetrio. We have 2 days. Day 1 is Battle Royale, and then top 8 advance to the single elimination bracket on Sunday. And there are 50 plus VTubers. I am in the professional division, which is composed of people from with ranks S- through to SS. And the tournament caps at SS, so there's no U or X ranks. And Ray here has created the banner for the tournament, and I am featured in it. So shout outs here to Cozy Ray. Great art. Okay. Yeah, if you play tetrio, you can go ahead to multiplayer, room listing, and then royale, because there's literally nobody here, and I wanted to practice in here. Yes, tetrio, there, you can play that in your browser. Alright, sorry about that. Geyser, go ahead, if you have anything you want to say.
No, not really. I'm okay. I'm just gonna say, if I were to join you in tetrio, I would be okay. How do I say this in proper ways? I'd lose it all. Like, you would destroy me so bad, I would have to change names and live under a new persona, just from the sheer pain and suffering I'll go through. So if I were to ever play with you, tetrio, I would need to like go into my training arc that I would be like training for about like entire year, playing this game daily for like 8 hours until I actually like locked in and like was able to even get a little bit close to you. And then I would actually play, then to lose, and then realize all the time that I spent was actually like useless. And I don't know. I'm just good at going off in random topics like this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, so if you have, wait, you do, I can't remember, do you do a bit of programming?
Sort of. I've indeed worked in the IT field. I have done a job interview for another IT role, but my main specialty is just just overall tech support. Programming is something I barely am able to do. I would say, at the very least, I'm able to like run Penguin and compile a C code, which I'm very happy for that because that took me hours when I tried to do that.
Yeah, maybe programming isn't quite the right question here, but you were in the engineering collab we had, which means you have the ability to solve problems, and tetrio is all about solving problems, solving puzzles.
Now that you say that, yeah. Now that I was thinking about this, because this is one of the things why I really want to go back into working into the, IT slash tech support field, right? Because I've kind of realized one thing recently is that like, whenever I am thinking about anything related to IT, right? My brain just like rewires itself so much, right? I have ADHD. I cannot make a full-on thought in my head. Whenever I am messing with this, just like a bunch of blocks, a bunch of different ways of how to interpret things just pops up to my head, which is really cool. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And even though I've even done like one-off gigs as doing like IT support and was able to like fix some cameras at a nearby hotel. Granted, their problem was, and I quote, literally just changing a cable from a switch. So I'm just gonna say $60 is indeed $60. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes that's all it takes. Empty Royale is crazy. They should bring it back to the main menu. They should. They hit it after they implemented Quick Play 2, and nobody knows it's here. But there were 6 people the other day, so I know this gets some traffic. But yeah, in terms of tech support stuff, it's all about what the user determines is worth it, I guess. Because is it sometimes for us it's definitely worth it to learn and solve the problem ourselves, but other people don't have the time or the interest to do it, so they get somebody else to do it. And maybe that's
absolutely
worth it for them, right?
Actually, like, where I used to work at as a tech support was like a really huge company, I used to work in a factory setting, right? And although granted I was in the office all times, but I knew that there was stuff right beside me that could just pop out and just say, here's a little fun dose of chlorine dioxide. Yeah.
Chlorine dioxide.
Yeah. It's like a gas from what I've heard, because my brother also works in this field of like industry, and it's toxic. It's toxic. If you breathe on it, you're gonna die, basically. And what was I gonna say? So the entire thing, I was working as a contract, right? As a contract person, I was working for company A at company B. That was a multi-millionaire contract just for tech support, because it just doesn't feel worth for a company to just hire people and train them to like do stuff like this, and it's easier for them just to hire somebody who specializes in this, which is honestly, looking at hindsight, a really good idea, because the amount of resources that you would put into like training your own staff to learn this, it's much easier for you to have like one person who's very specialized and have other people to do, you know, said job in that regard, which is really cool. I won't lie.
Yeah, there's something. There's a something they say in the business world where you build whatever is core to your business, and then you buy whatever it isn't. So in this case, tech support, right? It's not core to your business, but you do need to keep it running, so you buy it instead of like, training in-house for it. And in this case, it'd be like contract work.
Now that I think of that thing, the way you say that, it's actually very true. Much easier to just buy stuff in this way. Because I'm gonna give an example. This happens with even VTubing as well, right? I am not an artist, right? I cannot draw to save my life. My handwriting looks like, if you give to people who decode hieroglyphs, they're gonna look at that and they're gonna look confused, right? And so, what's easier for me to just hire somebody to do art for me, or to learn it myself when I have like a lot of other stuff going on around. So I, you know, it's even happens in that regard. Also, I'm gonna have to head out for now because I'm gonna do my thing. You know, I will ask you to not shout me out. I'm just a I don't know. I'll just head out for now. Hey, I was gonna call you Penbu, which is pigeon in Portuguese. Hey Penbu, thank you for letting inviting me to this place and you know, having the open VC. I'll head out for now. See ya.
All right, see ya. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good day yourself.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Joke's on him. I can't shout him out anyway because I already did that earlier. But yeah, for anyone who's in the Underground Pen Club, feel free to hop into the Open VC. That is what it's there for. Also, the person earlier had thrown. Uh-oh. So I expect during the tournament, I probably won't be talking a whole lot, unlike normal. I mean, I don't talk a whole lot normally anyway, but perhaps much less so for the tournament, because I do want to actually perform well, but I will be streaming it. So you will still get to see what goes on. Oh, we should not have done that one. Don't cover up your well. Can I clutch this? I don't know what my orientation is. Alright, 4 back-to-5 back-to-backs here. Rent to Peach looks like they're having a little bit of trouble, but it is pretty recoverable. Maybe not. Caster Curse? Maybe. Alright, and yeah, for anyone who plays tetrio or wants to get in on this action, we are in the Royale room. You can play in your browser. The link is in the pinned comments, and you go to multiplayer, room listing, and Royale. This was Quick Play 1 before Quick Play 2 came out. That is not how you follow up on that. Although getting an Impeler Cross out of it, you know, I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's go this way. Probably not the best one again, but also whatever. So the reason why we're doing Royale today is because day 1 is the qualifier, and that is Royale. And a lot of people have been practicing. Their just normal modes or Tetra League. But while stacking, while I can't speak, while practicing your stacking will help. RNG does take a lot of does have a lot of influence. Why did I do that? Does have a lot of influence over Royale. So I think it's worth it to practice here, and especially since if it's the qualifiers, you will want to have experience in this mode. So third tiers download their stack, their board. I am not a Tetris commentator. I think I can probably make comments step by step, but not in real time. That's oh, washing machine? No washing machine. Okay. Four back-to-backs. So I heard that as long as you get up to 4, you're probably okay in terms of back-to-back power. You can. So I think the instinct is to go for a lot of back-to-backs, but I've heard that it might be a better strategy just to go for 4 and then just keep surging that way. But it all depends, I think, on how... Oh no, is that a Godspin? That could have been the start of Godspin. I've heard the viable strategy is just to get to 4 and then continue surging. Alright. Seems to be a fairly even match so far. 180 spin there. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how to resolve that, but I guess that works. Yeah, and this was the problem with Quick Play 1, was that you'd be stuck here waiting until the game ends, which is a good thing for Quick Play 2, because you can just hop in whenever you're done. So if you're lower ranked and couldn't keep up with people, then that's what happens. You go into a game, you play for like 30 seconds, if that, and then you sit for a minute or two. Nope, that is not what I thought that was. Get it? Get it? Just keep going. I don't have the piece for that. See, this is what happens. This is why I'm practicing this, because I think too hard in Royale. And in the time that I think, I end up getting garbage. And as I said, oh yeah, I guess for those of you who didn't show up didn't stick around for Alma Hexblade's stream when we rated her the other day, I had mentioned in the impromptu flat stacking session that what did I say? What did I say? I forgot what it was now. And what was I even talking about? Too many words. It'll come to me later. Streamer brain is real. Oh, that's a lot of garbage. Oh yeah, that's what it was. You want to try to maximize the amount of time that you... maximize the amount that you internalize so you can minimize the amount that you think. That's what it was. So one of the reasons for practicing is to build up that muscle memory so that you can free up your mental processes for other things. All right, more people. Well, I guess Dragon Cat's already been here. Actually, this could have been a grace system, maybe? What am I looking at here? Not that. This is what I mean by thinking too hard. I don't want to be doing that. Just like that. Well, you know what? I'm going to prioritize survival, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I was thinking about whether to stick around here for the entire stream or if I would go to Tetra League, but I think, given what I said earlier about the qualifiers being Royale, and I suck at Royale, it's probably best to stick around here. I wanted to be ranked for the tournaments, or have it ranked for the tournament. As you can see, if you go into my profile, I'm currently unranked because I didn't... it's been too long since I've last played in ranked. But at least my TR is still there. For context, my rank is currently around S-. What is that? Did you try to spin that and fail? Oh yeah, my rank is currently around S-, so I'm in the lower ranks for the professional division. So there's a lot of people who are better than me that we're going to have to beat to get anywhere. And I think the people here are probably around SS or U rank, roughly. Probably. Or anywhere between S+ and U. But we can always check to see if there's any X ranks around. We got some center well action here on the left. Once again, if any of you want to join in, this is the Royale room. So if you go to multiplayer room listing and then Royale, you can join us here. It's a little bit empty, so it would be good if we get more players in here. 18. I actually don't know what 18 is. But that is significantly higher than me. Alright, good luck. Kills my PC. No, it's usually... I should really stop doing PCO in Royale, because half the time I take too long and it doesn't resolve. Somebody sends me garbage. That sticks to things like too wide. So at least too wide I can build pretty consistently. And quickly. I'm not gonna do that. That's a lot of garbage. I don't think I'm surviving this one. Who sent what? So there's another advantage, I guess, despite being despite waiting for so long in Royale. At least you get to see a lot of the good players play, which I don't think you can really spectate anywhere else on tetrio. And from that, you can kind of absorb some of the techniques that they use. If not absorb, then at least observe. Ooh, GG. All right, 10 seconds to go. I don't think I won 2 out of 8. One of those was a throw. Probably because they had to leave. Haven't won anything else since. Yeah, that works out. I'm just... oh, whoops. It would also help if I don't misdrop. Can I... how do I... not like this. Possibly like this, but also... oh, that's not enough. Gotta be faster. Royale can sometimes be about speed because you have so many people attacking you. Unfortunately, speed is something I lack. What I haven't reached. Oh, that's a bad misdrop. It's skimmable. Not enough though. I haven't reached sub 60 for 40 lines yet. Well, I haven't tried recently. I haven't tried recently, but I also don't expect to be any faster than I was some time ago. I did say I was not going to do PCO. Hello? Now, maybe the strat here is to learn how to 6-3, because that's actually pretty good for this mode. Look at that. He's been set up. I got 4, which is enough. I'll take that T setup. I should not have done that one. Now, sometimes it's good to think. It's not too much. I can't see. I don't know if I would have had that third clutch there. So there are about 20 VTubers, I think, in the professional division. So all we have to do to get top 8 is outlast 12 of them. Which is a little bit more than half, but stalling is a tactic. You cannot underestimate I was gonna say the value of stalling, but the effectiveness of stalling. It's not to say you should stall early, but if you're about to die, you know. Oh, there's some awful stacking decisions. Why? Alright, that's 4. Which means I should be okay to break. I would like... I don't think I can survive this one, actually. Not like that. See, this is a case where thinking helps. But it's also the case where if you're too slow, somebody will kill you. I don't know if that was a good idea. Bring this down. Should start de-escalating soon. I'll take this T-spin. Perhaps not the best idea, but and the reason why it's not the best idea is because I'm otherwise covering the well. Take this back to back. Oh, I gotta start looking out for those all spin opportunities. Take a 3 wide. That didn't rotate. Uh-oh. Can I still make it? I cannot. We need to get more than 20 people in here so we can. It'd be a true test of or a closer to tournament conditions. So if we get 20 people here, and then they're all high-ranking players, then it means that if I can last the top 8 there, then it means I should be able to last the top 8 in the tournament. Let's see if I can drag enough people in a royale. Good luck. Appreciate it if you're able to, but I don't know, people are busy sometimes. Bricklayer. Also 18. I don't know what 18 is. Oh, we can look this up. Tetrio, Dorag, and Cat. Oh yeah, so 18 is about SS. So that works out. What is this awful pency? I'm gonna start down stacking that before it gets too unwieldy. And then now it's fixed itself. Now it's funny, in the lesson that I gave on the hex blades, I said you should only go to about half before you start down stacking. Because if you go up too high, you're gonna get spiked out. And in a way, that was speaking to myself because I have a tendency to go a little bit too high because of Tetris 99. Tetris 99 can be very forgiving in terms of surviving. Tetrio, not so much. I keep mentioning all my hex blades. Shout out all my hex blades. Yeah. She's also participating in the tournament in the advanced division. Some good T-spin action here. I was wondering why. Oh, interesting. Looking at Dragon Cat's board there, I was wondering why they were doing what they were doing there, trying to keep a well wider than necessary for that T-spin. A little bit of cheese over on Nicololi's board there. Maybe a bit to dig through. I kind of suck at digging, so that's another thing that I hope I don't have to encounter too much. But we'll see. I think that's probably an inevitability. Alright, 4 back-to-backs there. GG. Nekololi here is playing anonymously, so I don't know what the rank is. Oh, we got all Canadians plus anonymous. All right, brave soul. Good luck. I don't know if I've ever encountered any D rank players in the wild. Disconnected. Understandable. Probably should have filled that with the J piece instead. What are you waiting for? Oops. Oh, I waited a little bit too long for that T-spin. No, I'm okay with doing a wide well strategy, as long as I don't do 4 wides. All right, do we keep her back to back? I would like to if possible, but I'm not going to go out of my way to. Or I'm not gonna die for it. I guess all of that, I'm gonna die for that. GG. Not a new Tetris player. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. Mari Deary. He plays a little bit like me, I think. Although I think her main is Tetris 99, and that lends itself to doing a lot of 4 wides. And it seems like her main strategy is 4 wide in the game. I am up way too high. I should not be doing this. Whoa, whoa. Nope, I should have de-escalated sooner. Jaden chicken. I only had... Yeah, experience points 2. Joined 14 days ago. Survived pretty well there. Got 5 out of 10 rating games for Rhythm Boy here. Joined 13 days ago. So we're playing with a lot of unknowns here. Hard to say what their skill level will be. I also should not be doing 9-0s here because in a real match or with the with professionals, this is not going to work. They're all way too fast for it to be viable. I want to get to this. Oh! Get that T-spin in there. Unfortunately, I've blocked my well. Oh, okay. Good clutch. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Try to de-escalate here as much as possible. See, that's what I need to be doing. Not in the middle. I can't get that. GG. Also, Ray, I saw you come into the room. Welcome in. Hope you don't hurt your wrists. Alright, just showing. On your wrist playing VR earlier? Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, take good care of that. You need that. I have one coming up. I can afford this. That one's a little bit more iffy though. A little bit higher than I would like. That also doesn't fit in as well as I would like it to. I would like to count to 4. Ouch. Okay, how much can I clutch this? Enough. There's probably better resolution to that. It's okay. Gonna drop that in there. Nope. Nope, that was not supposed to be there. Go get him. So I haven't quite figured out what level Nekololi here is. I don't raise, I think it was U rank. So we have U rank against somebody who is at least SS, I think. There was a game somewhere on the internet where it would show you a tetrio gameplay replay, and you would have to guess what rank the player was. That was for season 1. I don't know if they've updated it for season 2 yet. But it's been long enough that I think people have figured out or are able to tell what people's ranks are just by looking at the gameplay. All clear. Ooh. Meanwhile, Ray here is maintaining a back-to-back at 20, 21, counting. And both of them are able to maintain high back-to-backs. This is not a match that I would want. Oh, look at that. That STSD. Yeah. This is not a match that I would want to be caught in the middle of. Ah, I don't know if I realized you could spin it that way. Or do that kind of spin, rather. I don't know if it's useful. But it can come in handy, I suppose. Oh, look at those floaties. I think there's a T-spin technique called cut copy, where you put a T-spin overhang like halfway up, and when you resolve that, it reveals another T-spin underneath. Probably one of my favorites T-spin techniques. STSD is another one, but cut copy is when you see it, it's very nice. I don't think anyone's seen it yet here, though. GG! Well done, Ray. Yeah, cut copy is hard, yeah. Aha, we have 10 players in, yeah, 10 players in, Royale now. Very good. Good luck. I guess we're donating, alright. And this is way higher than I should be, so I'm going to start down stacking. Alright, that's fixable. See, the thing with all spin being on is that a lot of the spins that would otherwise be useless are actually now useful. Well, perhaps not useless, but frivolous otherwise. What did I do? That is not... Got me again. That one was entirely my fault. Nice clutch. Wasn't quite enough, but nice clutch. Yeah, I think in terms of cut copy, I think executing cut copy isn't hard. It's recognizing when to set it up and how to set it up. No, I think that's... Ooh. I think that's a lot of the problems for me when practicing Tetris. I got 4th here, which is nice. There needs to be more puzzles. We need to have a collection of puzzles where there's a certain setup and you need to resolve it in a certain way. I know there's one site that has some puzzles, but I think we need more. Tetris? You know what? I actually haven't checked out Tetris too much. Maybe I should. But no, the site I was thinking of was something else. No, that works out. Also, yeah, everyone pronounces it Jastris, but I think the reason why it's named that is because it's JS-tris, isn't it? As in JS as in the programming language, because that's how people tend to name things. At least in the JS worlds. Okay, I can make a spin out of that one. Just gotta be careful not to accidentally, there we go. That's 4, which means I can now... do stuff, I guess. The programming language, JavaScript is. And so when something is written in JavaScript, there's a tendency to name it something JS. So if you think about React, yeah, that's React.js. What other examples do we have? Leon, welcome in. Should I learn Java? I think that depends on your use case. If you have something that where you would benefit from learning Java, then it makes sense to. Where is Java used these days? I think largely in enterprise context. So if you're thinking about getting a job professionally, I guess that might be a language to start with. Yeah. Also, do you know that JavaScript is different from Java, even despite their similar names? JavaScript is useful if you're doing web stuff, because that is the language of the web. Ouch. They're getting scammed. So they were going to call it, I think. What were they going to call it? They were going to call it. The name escapes now. It originally wasn't going to be called JavaScript. It was going to be called something else, but they renamed it JavaScript to ride on the popularity of Java. JavaScript. Which, you know, I get why, but it's apart from the C-like stuff. These days, JavaScript isn't a whole lot like Java anymore. I think back then it was a little bit more like Java. So, for example, you look at the date object, you can see that was modeled pretty closely to Java's date object. But they have diverged in many ways. But even to begin with, JavaScript had a slightly different paradigm than Java did, because JavaScript from the beginning was a prototype-based language, whereas Java is has class-based inheritance. The details of that will take a little bit of getting into. But in short, they're basically different ways of doing object-oriented programming, which I think prototype-based object-oriented programming is superior, because everything you can do with class-based, you can do with prototype-based, but a lot of people don't understand how it works. Which is something you can say for things like Lisp, even though it's in many ways superior to languages we have now, but nobody wants to, or it doesn't get a lot of use because people are scared of the parentheses. I guess we can put it that way. Can I not? Okay. I need to get out of this one wide situation. I guess that's one way of getting out of it. All right. Is that a T-spin setup that I see? Yeah, so we may as well go into classical versus prototype inheritance. So the main difference there is that with class-based prototypes, or class-based inheritance, your objects are built from a class, which is basically a blueprint. And things are considered to be a subtype if they are based on the same or derived class. Whereas with prototypes, you have an object that you can build directly on top of. And so you basically have live changes. And if you change something in one object's prototype, it changes it for all objects prototypes. Or yeah, all objects prototype that have that prototype in their chain. Whereas with classes, you can't change the classes. And so they're much less flexible in that regard. But along with that, the flexibility can allow you to do things that are kind of weird. Maybe at some point I want to explore that on stream, but I need to figure out what to do with it. Nekololi, welcome in. Been assuming you're the same Nekololi that's been in the room. You've been playing pretty well. It's good to see that kind of gameplay. Leon, well done. Still have about 10 players here. The goal, or the hope, is we get about 20 players, because... Actually, I'll go over that afterwards. But yeah, 20 players is the hope here. Whether we'll actually get that, who knows? You never know. Oh, I got a KO. Is that the first one of the night? I need a T piece. This is not good. You know what? Drop that in there. Forget the T. That is much safer. Oh, misdrop. Oh, that doesn't... It's okay. I got this. Got this, and drop that in there, and drop this in here. Now I just need to be able to do this in the tournament. I mean, ideally we don't get to this point, but if absolutely necessary, you know. I don't have a TPC coming up, it's not safe to do that. Drop that in there. And do a T-spin there. Oh, I should not have done that optimization. Oh, okay, we're gonna do that. Let me think, just a little bit. No, I was supposed to... I think we might be dead. I was expecting that to clear one more line. Yeah, but anyway, while we're waiting here, this weekend, so tomorrow, today is Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow. We have the Dut Cup, which is a tournament for tetrio tournament for VTubers. We got 50 plus VTubers signed up for this one. It's run by Dubstep298. We have day 1, the Battle Royale stage, which is why we're practicing in Royale today. And top 8 for that will move on to day 2, which is going to be single elimination brackets. Yeah, it's going to be a 1v1. And I'm in the professional division, which has people from S- to SS. I'm S-, so... Oh, hold on. Have a look at this, this gameplay here. I'm S-, so there's a lot of people who are better than me. So it'll definitely be a bit of a challenge. I'm happy living as an S+. Yeah, it'd be nice to get to S+. I think for me, I'm probably, in theory, I have the theory, I think, for an S, at least an S player, or maybe an S+ player. But I don't have the practical experience to back it up. I play too slowly, and I overthink and I misdrop too much. But in terms of knowing spins and stuff, I think I would say that I am probably somewhere in S or S. Yeah, I mean, Season 1 I probably would have put myself into S or S+, but I think Season 2 would probably be solidly an S if it was just on theory. Yeah, there is a downside of getting too good at Tetris, because it means nobody will play with you. And actually, even at S, unless you make friends who are pretty good, you already can't find casuals to play with. A 60 spike? Ooh. Yeah, I got some high X rank. That explains it. Play casual all the time with you and X rank since I was SS. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to do that, I think, if you're like top or high A's, low S. But around SS, you know, that is at the. Why am I doing this? That is around the boundary. Algebra has to go edit settings. Yeah, I wish tetrio had lets you edit the settings while you're in a room. You have to go out and into the main menu for you to be able to edit settings. Now you'd think it'd be simple to do that, and I don't know the code, so I don't know if it actually is simple. But I would think that too. And surely people have requested it in the past, so my assumption here is that if they haven't done it yet, it means that it's actually somewhat difficult to do for whatever reason. That's how I take care of that. Okay. I think it might make sense to keep our back-to-back here. Or not. I'm going to transition this to a 3 wide. Drop that in there, that way. I would have guessed. I'm a little bit, oh. Yeah, that T-spin there was a little bit iffy. Should have moved one, chilled my T-spin. Oh, that didn't clear a line. Okay. I think with that kind of gameplay, I'm probably okay with probably gonna be okay lasting up to top 8. Speed is my problem. Yes. So part of the reason why I'm slow is because I mean, apart from overthinking sometimes, I also use a controller. And I know there are some people who are fast with controller, but it's a lot harder to be fast when your thumb is doing both movement and hard drop. And so if you're able to do it so that your thumb, or you have 2 separate fingers doing hard drop and movements, or basically have one dedicated finger to doing hard drop or soft drop, then you can get faster. Now, the reason why I don't switch out is because I generally play Tetris on the Switch, and you can't rebind your controls there as easily, and I would rather not. So either I put up with that or I put up with this, and I think for now I prefer to keep my flexibility in keeping the defaults. Yeah, there's a top 100 player that uses a controller. Yeah, so I have heard that. Yeah, I do wonder if they rebinded, if they've customized their control scheme though, because I know there is a control scheme that's popular around controller where you have the hard drop button bound to one of your triggers, which makes sense. And I think if I were to rebind things, that would probably be what I would do. But that's also not something you can do in official Tetris games, so. Kind of difficult for me. I also know there are players, I think, in U rank that play with the guideline DAS or guideline delays, which is much lower than what I think most of the top players set theirs to. So I think pretty much everyone in the top levels have infinite soft drop. Poca Dialga has a controller. I didn't know that. Martino, welcome in. Did I see you in game at some point? Or am I imagining things? I am not going to do that. Very tempting, but no. So those of you who don't know what that setup was going to be, it was going to be a T-spin triple, which would have resolved a little bit badly, and left an unoptimal residue afterwards. So, high points, but sometimes not worth it. Why do I always get tanked first? That's the way of royale. Oh, come on. I had a... I guess I was a little bit too high there. Got back-to-back 14, and then Ray just fired off her surge. I don't think that resolves. I think you can maybe make something out of that, but it's not great. Line piece. We're playing GG. We're playing classic Tetris the other day. And yeah, there was a very as you might expect, there was a very distinct lack of eyepieces. We're back down to 5 players now. And Churro, welcome in. Happy to have you here. Good luck. See, that's an instance of thinking too hard. Should not do that. I'm also, I think, a little bit too high now. I'm gonna drop this down, try to de-escalate a little bit. That's gonna be more flexible. And I guess we can entertain a 4-wide. That's what I get for entertaining a 4-wide. But I mean, it's not like 4-wides are as powerful in this game though. Mostly because I think the combo table nerfs it. So anyway, while we wait here, once again, this Saturday, which I guess is tomorrow, is the Dub Cup. It is a tetrio tournament for VTubers, run by Dubstep. We've got over 50 players. I think we're closer to 60 maybe. Got day 1 as the Battle Royale, which is why we're practicing today. And top 8 for that will we'll advance to day 2, which is single elimination 1v1. I'm in the professional division, which is made of people from S- through SS, and I'm in the banner. This one is made by Ray, who is currently in-game. And just KO'd. Scary players in the lobby, yeah. Are starting to come in. Yeah, so that phrase there, I always read it as "denke," but I think it's actually pronounced "dench," and I just can't seem to correct my thinking there. Ouch. GG. So, yeah, some unfortunate misdrops there, but get what you could. Rika. Yeah, for anyone who's watching right now, I mean, we just started the game, but you can go. We are in the royale room right now. So you can go ahead in tetrio, go to multiplayer, room listing, and royale. You remember quick play 1? This was quick play 1 before they hid it away in the submenus. So they really should bring out. Can I get a? No, not with this. Okay. Try not to overthink too much. One, I suck at digging. Mostly because I end up covering up the garbage holes. I misdropped 1 million pieces. It happens. Yeah, so I think Royale being dead a lot of the times is somewhat self-perpetuating. So one, it's hidden away in a menu that nobody checks. But also two, if nobody is here, then people are less likely to come in anyway. Which then means that people are less likely to join. And the room just remains empty. And now we have a classic match between Churro and Ray. Good luck to the both of you. GG. Something tells me I need to improve on my efficiency. Yeah, me too, probably. I keep thinking that I need to learn proper two-step finesse, and I think last time I checked I was at 75%, which is actually kind of low for someone at my level, maybe. So you want to be closer to 80 or 90, I think, maybe. I mean, that is a thing. That is a thing, but not what you want. Can I do something creative here? I'm thinking about this. I don't think I... Oh, I can. No, it didn't. Right. There's not enough lines. Shout out Rika Yamano VT, who is also streaming in the lobby right now. Shout out a bunch of other people afterwards too. Churro Carrot Ray. Walk joined the room, walk and left the room. Guess may have gotten a little bit scared of the people in here. Understandable. Coach is not pleased with the sleep-deprived gameplay. Yep, that's that is a factor. Oh, we're 25. Gonna be a bit to chew through. You know, I might consider switching open VCs. Because if Rika is streaming, and I'm streaming... 2x ranks bullying. This is definitely fun to watch. Well done. I'm just gonna make sure I have your Twitch name correct here. Yes, okay, very good. Churro is that person who also streams occasionally. A lot of tetrio. Holding an O piece for no piece. Very, very good. No, I should take that Tetris. Save this for... Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. I can do this, though. That's not 4. Take this 4. I could have maybe turned that into a T-spin of some sort. I don't have time to think about that. Alright. No, actually I might... Yeah, I might switch open BCs and see if I can get one going for the tournaments. Sorry, just give me a bit. I'm going to be proposing something. All right. Let's see if anyone takes the bite. But, GG. I actually didn't see what my my thing is. X rankers, I fear. Another X plus ooh, came in. I guess we'll see how that how it works out. This way, yes. Not that way. Sure. I don't know why I keep doing left-hand wells, but that is... What's the best way to get to... Okay, I need one of these. I'll turn that into a T-spin. I think we can count to 4. That could have been a T-spin. Ouch! Okay. Ooh, we're very low to the ground, but I don't think you have PC parity, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm taking care of things in the background here. So apologies if I'm not talking too much. Very good, very good. I cannot multitask like this. What do we have left here? We have Ray, we have Nekololi, and Pyok. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, I've been playing Tetris for how long now? I think I only really started seriously playing it in 2021. So it's been about 4 years. Scary, yeah. I think they've been winning for quite a while here. Very good. We have Ray here emerging as the winner. GG. Yeah, I was a little bit distracted for that one. Be next round. Very good, very good. It's already a bad start here. A bit of a questionable opener. No. I'm back to overthinking things, and that's not good. I've covered my well. Actually, I think I will turn this into a teaspoon. Sound of that. It's not the piece that I thought it was. Can I count to 4 and not useful? Not useful because there was a block there that prevented it from being a quad anyway. I should not. But also... Oh, no, no. I moved just a little bit over to the other side, I would have survived. Oh, that was an intense battle. Who is this? Angelia. What is your rank? 22. That's, is that X? Angelia _. You through? Oh. Yeah, so 22.8 is around X. It's quite the lobby we found ourselves in. Already getting sent garbage, alright. I can't say this is unexpected. But again, what I said before was that if I'm able to survive with this, then it means I should be able to survive the tournament, because the people I'm facing are all going to be lower ranked than UNX. So... I guess it's stretching. Do it this way. I need a T-piece. Didn't come fast enough. Five back to back. Ten back to back. I've opened up their well. Oh, maybe I should learn 6-3 or something. Not in time for the tournament, no, but... Ooh, fumbled there a little bit. 26 _. Yeah, I shifted the OpenBC from the underground pen clubs to the tournament server, so if anyone is in the tournament server, feel free to hop in. Alright, this looks like it's going to be a bit of an intense match if they're able to downstack that. 31. 34. Ouch. They might actually be able to clutch this. Hence a clutch. Nice try, good try. And I treated to some high-level gameplay here. True hermit mod. All right. Once again, try to survive. That is a much better start. I like this. Do I have PC parity? No, I don't. I have an odd number. Stop, stop, don't do that. This way, I think that might not actually be optimal. I don't know if I would have gotten out of that. Ray, why do you keep killing me? I don't know why it's been used specifically for a lot of these. Time check 2-hour mark, alright. Yeah, this is the time where we absorb all the techniques from the high-level players and hope some of them rubs off on us. But at the same time, I think the level of this is maybe a little bit too fast to actually do anything with. Oh, fancy. Pretty sure that was a misdrop, but fancy nonetheless. What was that? What was that resolution though? That was interesting. Too bad I didn't catch it. I gotta learn how to set up T-spins like that. From the LST stacking. I kinda know how to do it. Can't do it consistently. Actually, no, that's not LST, sorry. The one where you put the S or Z piece vertically in a way that covers the well. I don't think that counts. Oh, floaty. Very good. ST stacking? Maybe. Yeah, admittedly, the gap in terms, or rather, I have a bit of a gap in technique terms, but I know it when I see it. Oh, look at that. That is LST. I can't say anything about it. This is going too fast. Too fast. I can process these in real time. I just can't commentate on these in real time. I'm impressive now. Oh, it's let's drop right there. But quick work. West Self versus yeah, but it's X rank. GG. Nearly 200 APM. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Still, you know, this is, if we scale this up, right? If we have 9 players, I need to get to about 5 or 4-ish to say that I'm halfway up. And I need to be about, actually no, I don't need to be half. So top 8, there are about 20 people I think in the advanced or the professional division, and top 8 advance. So I need to be in the top 2/5 to be able to pass. I won't be doing that with misdrops like that. I think this one might just be a wash. But yeah, so for a room of 9 people, let's round it up to 10 people. Then that means that I need to math. 12 but divided by 2, I need to be not in the bottom 6. I think an extra rank being in the lobby skews that whole thing because it makes it way more random. Yeah, true, there is that too. Because you have to hope that you don't get targeted by the X rank. So yeah, maybe just aiming to be somewhere in, at least in the middle, is probably a good thing. I defeated 3 U ranks, but 0 X ranks or X plus. Yeah, X. I heard the difficulty to get between. I don't remember what it was. I think it was X to X plus. It's a lot harder to get to than the lower levels. Or was it the gap between U and X? Something like that. So if that's the case, then it does suggest that X ranks are a lot harder to beat. X to X plus is okay, yeah. X to X plus is harder than D to X plus, or D to X rather. If Riga gets U rank this session, you have 1 less opponent. Well, no, because unless Dubs has decided to change the rules a little bit, I believe the divisions are locked in. But I don't know what the internal rumblings are about. Then again, I guess you are technically on the staff team, so you'd know better than I would. Yeah, division placements were locked in on the 24th, which was, I think, last Saturday. Which means I am free to drop in ranks however much I want. But we're not playing Tetra League today. Oh, I think I already checked them. Fellow Canadian, X... What? X plus? Got a U rank here. I suspect I'm the lowest ranked player in the lobby. Well, not being targeted yet. Yet being the operative word there. We go this way. I don't think I'm surviving this one. Especially not with that. Oh, I could have clutched that, but I went a little bit too far. I still find it weird how VTubers are almost never above U rank. There are some. But yeah, largely VTubers, especially on YouTube, tend to not play very well. They tend to be around, I think, was it like B or A, if that. And so when I had debuted, I hadn't really been integrated in the Tetris community, and so one of my goals in VTube, or yeah, one of the goals that I had mentioned, I think during the debut stream, was to build the niche of good Tetris players on YouTube. Which I think might still be a niche, but it's much less of a niche than I thought it was. Done for now, poor wrist. Well, I hope you get some good rest for that. And thanks for playing. $75 back-to-back. How many words for this? Sorry, your games make me proud. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is pretty scary. At this point, I wonder if it's just keep me at the back-to-back just to do it, because they could let go right now and win. 100. Done 2, it's been an hour. Well, thanks for playing as well. And good games. 113. How far are we gonna get here? That's an STSD. That's at least 2 more. Ah, what is that? $123. Can we get even higher? Oh, that's how you resolve that. Okay. 3rd place for last game. Very good. GG, 137. Neko Lolly, put up a good fight. Came in, beat everyone, and then left. Fair enough. Yep. Everyone ran. I'm still sticking around. I think there got maybe at least I'm gonna say about an hour left, maybe. We'll see. Maybe a little bit more than that. I usually go for about 3 hours. Tetrio does tend to go for a little bit longer though. We'll see. This is not going to be a good decision. Why? Oh, right, because there's nobody here. That means one person is going to destroy the other. I forgot, there are only 3 people here. I think I have to adjust my strategy accordingly, but yeah, very good. Susan on 2A. Okay, so we have I have a decent spread of players here. An A, S minus, and SS. Which means don't get beat by the A rank player and try to survive against SS. Don't think Ecololi is SS? Or maybe I was remembering wrong. Somebody said they were SS. I think that might have been you, actually. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna drop that in there. And now very carefully. No, I want it this way so it doesn't cover up the well. But I think I might not have a choice. I can clutch this. Okay. Oops. Oops. So, funny how I said don't get beat by the A rank player. GG. What rank would you be? Yeah, given that, I think you're probably around my rank, maybe? Maybe slightly higher, maybe slightly lower. I think. Well, considering you've been beating me more consistently, you're probably around S minus or S. Considering that I am S minus. Yeah, if you ever want to find out, Tetra League is where to go. Gotta do 10 placement games. This is why you do not do 9-0. You don't have no flexibility. Although that said, there are high level players who main 9-0 as well, so with every guideline there is an exception. Yeah, I think the X plus, or the X plus or just X. I don't come across X players enough to know what the symbol looks like. Yeah, I think that one high level player scared everyone off. I hope we get more. I think there was an X and X plus. Okay. I'm going to downstack this partially. Can I? Oh, that looks fancy. I think I will do something with that. Maybe not. Oh, that can. See, I see these setups, And then I think about it, about how to resolve them, when it's better to just go or do something. Yeah, that could have been a boomerang and followed by a T-spin. Greed is great, yeah. I don't think that was even particularly greedy. It's more of, this is a puzzle that is interesting to solve. That's why I do PCO a lot, even though it's not that great of an opener. You know, can't be the puzzle gaming VTuber if I don't solve puzzles. This way. I don't think that was it. That's okay. I mostly freestyle my loops anyway. And I'm going to get punished for doing that. I'm not going to set up that T-spin. It's a lot of garbage. Bad placement. Covered up my well. Don't want to be doing that. Alright. We do this and hope we don't die. I hear that. Ouch. Ooh. GG. I got a new person. What do we have here? U rank. Classic. Yeah, I like doing combos. It's just it used to be the case where I set up do some sort of setup, finish and execute the setup, and then not know where to go from there. I think I'm past that now. But sometimes it comes back. What happened there? Did it drop out? Time to go speed. What happened to U rank? I don't have pieces for that. After this game, I'm joining main, alright. What do we have here? U rank. Ah. You're playing easy, I see. Oh, that's fine too. I am going to be up against players who are around S-ish, so... Or S... You know, where are people? I don't know where the average is. Misdrop. Misdrop again. Alright, I'm gonna try to skim that off. That's certainly a misdrop there. Just have to recover from that. Nice. As I was saying, it was during the classic Tetris stream where I said you can. The way I managed to get to being comfortable at level 18 start was just playing at level 18. And I think the same might apply here. If I start playing against, assuming that I have good fundamentals and good base, then if I start playing against people who are better than me and just keep doing that, then maybe I'll just start being better. Romantic Peach, welcome back. We got I'm once again the lowest ranked player in the lobby. Alright. Oh, that is not a good continuation there. Probably best not to cover the wall since I'm not under attack at the moment. Should have used that over there. I think my misdrop rate is starting to go up. Maybe I should do. Can I do that? That is something I should not be doing in the tournament. Nice T-spin triple setup there. Oh, stack T, stack triples, very good. I think there was a time where I wanted to practice stacked T-spin triples. I don't know if it's worth it though. It seems more like a flex than anything. Yeah, the T-spin triple tower. But you know, at the same time, I've practiced some questionable stuff in the past before too. Oh, I can keep this up. Do that. And as soon as I transition to a 9-0, I get garbage. Classic. I do feel like I'm making T-spins more. That's 4. We can turn that into something. Except the greed kicks in, and I don't have the time for that. Fermented peach. Oh, too greedy, but also I feel like I need to be making the T-spins. And I'm not doing that at the moment. Also, that was gonna be a bad one. No, hold up. I need one more line, and I do. Oh wait, no, over on the right side. That could have worked. But hey, top 2. Got another Canadian here. S plus. Still the lowest ranked in the lobby, that's okay. Except for this guest, I don't know what they are. I'm seeing TKI. I'm seeing DT Cannon. Which is kind of dangerous, though. I could have maybe countered just for that one. I don't have an L piece. Needed the L piece there. GG. Oh, a nice recovery over there for Sophie. Not quite enough. That would have been me. That would have been me struggling at the top 2. GG. Now back to the alt, I see. All right. Can I possibly? I'm building up a little bit too high, but also nobody's targeting me yet until I get a huge spike from whoever. Yeah, at least get that 3-0. Never mind. Gonna lose your back-to-back there. It's a little bit dangerous. Should put that down lower, I think. I was gonna say this is a fairly even matchup, but I think Nekololi's got it here. But some chart is recovering. But it won't be enough to match up against that 9. Ah, actually maybe so. GG. Alright, new player. Who do we have here? I'm guessing they're probably around C rank in that case. Given these stats. Good luck. You're in a room full of high level players. Did I just waste a T on it? Okay, I'll fill this in here. We'll switch to a 2 wide or something. I'm reminded of that one official Tetris tweet. Where they were trying to show off a TKI, but they wasted a T. And they got clowned on. Oh, whoops. Pressed it too many times. That's not where I want to go. I lost my rank, or my number. Press back too many times. Well, GG. I'm in about 3 hours. About 50 minutes left till 3 hours. I got time. also want to end at around 3 hours so I can, because I have an idea of who to raid already, and I don't want them to end before I do. Still going? Yes, yes, we are. Because finding people to raid is hard. Yeah. Still going, but I think my performance has probably deteriorated a little bit. I would have liked to have a T-spin there. I'm going to do this. Keep pressing the button. GG. And yep, I can't say that's that's not unexpected. What's my DAS setup? That is a good question. I'll maybe check afterwards. Ben Close, welcome in. It was something like 7 frames. I was saying earlier that it's... Oh, whoops. It's unfortunate that tetrio won't let you change your settings while you're in a lobby. Is that worth it? Rip. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can change... I'm going to see if I can check my settings here before they'll die. As much as I would like to see this matchup. Oh. Nope, I think that's supposed to be on. Okay, I'm going to check my settings first just to see what my DAS is set at, and I will be right back, and hopefully back in time. Back in time for the next one. Back, come on. Config, handling. There, 10 frames. 10 frames. 10 frames doesn't seem right. Thought I had it lower. Yeah, that's what I mean. 10 frames is default, so I thought I had it set to something lower than that. In any case, it's comfortable, so I don't think I'll change it, but... We're not doing that. Yeah, maybe leave that for that one. And this we can turn into a T-spin. Oh, I see that surge. I counted a fort. I have built myself into... I think this is a sign that I need to start stepping away. GG. My misdrop rate is starting to increase. But we keep going, at least until we hit the 3-hour mark. We got about 10 more minutes of games left. Patrick MLG. Oh, 19. That's that U rank? It's either U rank or high SS. Okay, I rotated that in the wrong direction. I was gonna say that's gonna pay dividends later, but not if I die first. Because there was a that T-spin prophecy. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is between a prophecy and a what's the other one? There's another related term. I don't remember. T-spin prophecy. No, I don't remember what it is. Okay. Yeah, there was a related term. I actually knew that one better than prophecy, and now I guess it's reversed. I bet some trying had a fast 40 line. Let me check, actually. Can we check in-game? Well, we can check afterwards. Actually, I can check on the site right now. The 40 lines is 32 seconds. Yeah, 32 seconds. So 32.695. That's about half. It's about double my speed because mine. I'm only at something like 100 or 1 minute and. Minute and 2? Minute and 1? Minute and 4. It's worse than I thought. Yeah, the reason for that is that I get to about 3/4 of the way through, and then for some reason I start messing up, and it just slows me down a lot. So accuracy needs work there. I'm seeing PKI. Which I still don't know how to follow up on properly. Not like that. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. This is what happens when you play too much. Start overthinking things again. To be fair, I've been at this for about 3 hours now. Well, no, that's not entirely true. The first 15 or so minutes were 10 to 15 minutes were scuff management. New player. What do we have here? 1 out of 10 rating games. 3 minutes for... Okay, so I think this is a low C player, maybe? Tough room as well, yeah. But even then, right, you look at my gameplay and ignoring everyone else, I'm making more mistakes than I should be. I also feel like I'm playing slower. Then again, you know, slow is not necessarily a bad thing. But I had mentioned to what was her name? It was Celeste Arion, I think what the last name was. The person you rated yesterday. Playing slower and making fewer mistakes is better than playing fast and making lots of mistakes. So in that regard, this is fine, except I'm playing slow and I'm making a bunch of mistakes, so not quite optimal. I think I'm gonna do this instead. Questionable. But seems to work out. That is what you call greed. Wanted to count to 4. Yep. Hey, okay, I think that is the name, so I will go ahead and give her a shout out here. Yeah, I've mentioned a bunch of names today. A lot of shout outs today. I think she ended off her stream at B+. And she has a lot of potential. I feel like the feelings I got watching her are probably the same feelings that Ray gets when watching me. Now you're making suboptimal placements, but if you work on it and practice and stuff, and you know a bunch of spins and whatnot, then you have a lot of potential. Is what I had felt there. Yes, I did give you a mention. I think part of my problem is that I don't really practice tetrio outside of stream either. That's what the Stagger channel was supposed to help with, but I haven't really done anything on there. So for those of you who are haven't seen this already, I have a second YouTube channel for Tetris related stuff, and the goal, or rather the purpose, was so that I would have a place to put Tetris stuff that wouldn't flood my main channel, and it would allow me to practice, or rather be on Tetra League and still be able to document it, because I don't really play off stream. So that would give me a way to play off stream. Except I haven't been doing that. I was supposed to put out something today, but I had to take care of something else and I didn't get a chance to record anything, so there's probably going to be nothing this week for that. Maybe something next week? No promises though. Alright, lobby's starting to fill up again. We're at the 3-hour mark. I think we can go for a few more. 13. Okay, that's pretty close to where I am. That one's probably A plus S minus. So I'm no longer the lowest ranked player in the room. You see, I know how to set the initial part up. And then I don't know how to do any of the rest of it. But I suppose that's fine. Can I count to 4? I can count to 4. You have to fill that in like this. Yeah, this works out. I'm surviving this long because nobody's attacking me. But I should not say anything that I will end up regretting. Don't tempt fate, as they say. I don't think I have the... Oh, do I have... I do not. Close. Very good. We're back to 3 people in the lobby. Yeah, we'll probably go for a few more. Pepe loss. I got to talk to you. I think, you know, given the given the players in the lobby, that's not too bad. But again, I think I was also just not being targeted, which I hope happens during the tournament. No, I will not be greedy for that one. Can I? Yes. Okay, I need to not... Okay, there's my... Yes. Not like that. Uh-oh. Go this way. Down the hatch that goes. Not too bad, not too bad. Can't say I expected to win that one anyway, but lasted longer than I expected to. Which is good. Mystery, welcome in. Probably gonna go for another 10-ish minutes, maybe. But yeah, if any of you want to hop in the room, you know, just go into tetrio multiplayer room listing. We're in the royale room. If you're brave enough to face some of these high-level players. How many wins do you have? Not that many. Mostly because the room seems to have attracted a lot of high-level players. Also, I can't count anymore because I accidentally left the room and came back, and then I purposefully left the room and came back at some point, and so the counter had reset. Oh, sorry, guest, I guess. That is extremely iffy. That is extremely iffy, but I don't think I had a choice. Never played, so I doubt I'd get very far. I don't think you'd probably, I mean, given the people in the room, you'd probably be taken out pretty quickly, but it is Royale, which means that as long as the higher level players are all targeting each other, you might actually last for longer than you expect. And we do have a D+ rank here, so good luck to what was her name? Light Witch. Come on, I had a PC and I flubbed it. But hey, at least I saw it, I guess. Flying under the radar. Yeah, with Royale, you kind of just hope you don't get targeted, and then when you do get targeted, hope you don't get targeted by somebody who knows how to play. I think I can take this one like this. Okay, we take that. And then fill this out and go down like that. Probably should have used it on something else, so. Okay. We're now back down to relative safety. That was a misdrop. I'm gonna do the thing there. Drop this here. I was not supposed to hold there. but I hope that doesn't kill me outright. Oh, ouch. Processing did not see it at all. Yeah, I was questioning it very hard. But it eventually did end up seeing it. S minus. Sorry, it's somebody who's around my level. Another X rank in here. All right. Do we have one for this one? No, I'm just gonna turn that into... This is so not... This is very much not worth it. It is Royale. It's not worth it to do PCO. Especially with X ranks in the in the lobby. I am very surprised I've survived this long. Alright, I don't know what comes next. Think you should keep working on PC setups, gotta practice to get better, right? Yeah. So there's that, but also I need to be able to do it quickly. Which I guess comes with practice. Because it doesn't matter if you end up seeing it automatically. You also need to be able to execute it before anyone else sends you garbage. But yeah, I definitely think there are some PC setups that I don't quite know yet. So there was a time when I was learning PCO that I was doing deliberate practice, and actually very early on, I think I ended up with a PC loop of about 7 to 10, and I've never been able to replicate that again. I guess it's a pretty different setup from how you did it to land on it. Yeah, I think I had messed up early on, or I saw that it wasn't going to be able. I wasn't going to be able to make a regular PCO, so I had to improvise a little bit there. I wasn't expecting, once I deviated from the standard setup, I wasn't expecting to resolve it. But I guess it got resolved, or it would have been resolved anyway. How to actually place the piece properly. Down, get down, get down. Okay, that opens up. You see, the thing with these clutches is that they make for good content, especially in the tournament. Uh-oh. Okay, I need to get down now. That was not how to do that. What is going on over here? We got a 28, 27 back-to-back against a 5. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned this earlier, but when you have back-to-back this high, right? If you're playing to win, then it makes sense to just set it off. But I guess there's a feeling of how high can you get it. Because we saw somebody earlier, like 121 back to back. It's insane. But also, I guess that is a little bit easier to get now that we have Allspin feeding back to back. That is not a setup. I don't think I'm going to be able to continue that. What happened? Why are you out so early? I hear that. I'm gonna have to fight back, I guess. I'm just gonna drop this down here. Ah, it's the high-level player left. Now we have a guest over here of unknown performance. So I think with the players in this room, it should be safe to attempt a PCL. It's going to be slow enough anyway. Or we can attempt a 6-3. Which I am actually pretty bad at keeping, but worth a shot. That is what you call greed. You're at the 3 hours and 20 minutes mark. We can go for a couple more. I know I said that 20 minutes ago, but a couple more. Again, I want to make sure that the person I want to raid doesn't end before I do, so always one more. I'm usually pretty good at it. In this case, no, that's not true. I have stuff that I need to get done. Okay. Well, if the room is slow enough, then 9-0 actually becomes pretty viable as a strategy. At least with my speeds. And is no longer viable. Alright. I need to get out of here. That was not supposed to happen. Maybe I should stick to 2 wides. 2 wides, at least it can build up quickly and execute quickly. Alright, who do we have here? S-. A little bit lower than me, but it's about the same. Diva Center. 24 hours ago. This is unknown. Now, Diva Summer, of course, is a reference to Siva Gunner. It's not Silva Gunner, it's Siva Gunner. This? Yes. Can't say I expected to actually find that, but there you go. Oh, this is... No. No. Okay, well, I guess this is... goes into a 4 wide, so I am a little bit... That's fine. It's not that rude. And I left. Fancy spin. Get up there. Okay, don't get up there. Alright, block my well. That could have actually gone okay. Had it not been for the misdrop, I think that might have been okay. That was the misdrops. He didn't take the T-spin? Interesting. Do you know how to T-spin? Oh, considering they're all... I'm looking at the guests here. I think considering that they're only rotating in one direction, maybe they don't. That was one of the things that I mentioned in my debut. During the mock interview with Cat, my mascot, I had mentioned, or Cat had asked me how good I am at Tetris, and I said I can rotate in both directions, which is surprisingly not that common among YouTube VTubers. That's also largely because the Twitch community is mostly on Twitch too. Sorry, the Tetris community is largely on Twitch. Okay. I think, given the time, we're probably going to go for one more. Assuming I don't fail super horribly. And I'll probably end it there. Well, the guest is actually holding up pretty well, despite rotating in only one direction. I'm holding back from making comments on the S- player. There's a stream that I want to do where I react to my own gameplay and roast myself for how bad it is. But I feel like I need somebody else to look at to look for good moments for me. GG. All right, last one. SS. S. Now, just as I'm about to end, the the room ends up being closer to what the tournament would be. What is this? What is that? Okay, no, I'm not gonna subject people to 4 white here. Okay, things are starting to slip a little bit. I can go here. I said things are starting to slip a little bit. I think that is definitely a sign that it's time to end practice. All right. And the T-spin? Yes, I can. I do these things without dying. Questionable. This T-spin is probably not worth it. Okay, alright. That works. A bit of a questionable move. Oh, I don't like the look of that. I think this is where we die. Very good. Well, some chart was U rank and Ruby-kun. Ruby-kun. Actually, I think Ruby-kun was around my level. So this is okay. Remember, I only have to get the top 8 anyway, so this is fine. Oh, that was a good spin. Yeah, now Sunchart is starting to pick up speed here. Ruby-kun is fishing for a T-piece. Still actually a decently tight match here. Sunchart not opting, not able to go for back-to-backs just yet. Oh, that is a bad miss drop there. Recovered. Ruby-kun going for a 9-0. May or may not be, oh, nice donation. And now switching over to what might be, oh no, not a 6-3, it's a left hand one wide. Sunchart is still trying to dig their way through. That hole is going to be a little bit difficult to fill. Ouch. GG. Alright, what rank were you? SS. Ah, yes. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go before we enter another game. But thank you all for coming. Once again, tomorrow is the Dub Cup, the VTuber Tetrio tournament. Being organized by Dubstep, who I will finally give a shout out here. Dubstep298. I've committed these numbers to memory at this point. Got over 50 VTubers participating. I think it might be closer to 60. And we have 2 days. Tomorrow is going to the Battle Royale stage, which is why we practice Battle Royale today. And top 8 of that will go to the single elimination brackets on day 2. And so I think in the professional division where I'm at, there are about 20 people participating, so we just need to get past 12 of them. And yeah, banner art by oh, Twitch. Sorry, I left you in ads. All right, we're gonna stall for a minute here. But yeah, banner art by Ray here of me running on the automaton because I do automatons as part of my core content. I don't pull it out very often, but I should actually make more automaton covers. I was saying in my Discord server that it would be good to have more automaton shorts on my channel. But yeah, the next automaton stream is probably going to be, I am thinking maybe end of June, early July. So watch out for that. And yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be chat choice, going over some of the old songs that I haven't pulled out. Because there's always, whenever I do automaton streams, there's going to be new songs. Except for this one, where chat gets to choose what songs from the old set list we could play. I'll probably go on for a little bit longer than that too. Alright, Twitch is back in 2, 1, and you are welcome. Alright, welcome back, Twitch. Sorry, I forgot to hit dismiss there. But anyway, this is the banner art for the tournament by Cozy Ray in chat. I think it's been long enough I can give you another shout out here. And yeah, thanks for playing with us and stuff. What am I missing? I think, oh yes, Discord. I mentioned the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, we do have one. We have a channel for Tetris and other stacking or other falling block games, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And then, you want more Tetris? I have a second channel for specifically for not flooding my my main channel with Tetris stuff. It's very sparse at the moment, but there it is. Sometime I'll end up uploading to that. Oh wait, for those of you on Twitch, we're gonna find some new raids. For those of you on YouTube, we're just gonna end. And for anyone new here, my name is Penbu, the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux. Today we've been playing tetrio royale. I'm glad we are actually able to make to have people in there. So, good. The person I was thinking of raiding is still here, so we are going to go raid them, and I will explain in the ending scene. So, thank you all for coming. Hope to see you next stream tomorrow at the tournament. And yeah, good night. Bye. Alright, a little bit shorter than usual here. The past 2 times we've rated somebody in the advanced category, or advanced division, and the novice division, and now it's time to rate somebody in the professional division. We're going to visit Rika Yamano, who was playing in Royale earlier, but who's now in, what do you call this, Quick Play 2. Yeah, more Tetris, more tetrio. Enjoy. She plays well, better than me. So definitely a force to be reckoned with tomorrow. The raid message is this: if you'd like to participate, you can go ahead and copy and paste that. Sorry, copy. I need to fix that. Copy here and then paste it in when we get there. I'm switching out of Tetra League. Yeah, so paste it in there when we get there, and yeah, enjoy the U rank grind. Alright, night, see ya.